I'll leave links in the description. Again, this is the twin 5.5-inch 12-volt motorhome vent fans for refrigerators. The instructions are very good. This I should have pulled to the roof with the power wire. I didn't, so I had to pull that up. Other than that, pretty simple. Links in the description. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. Well, I got the vent out. That was a little time consuming. Down in here is where I'm going to mount the fans. Lots of screws. This is one of the tools I use. It's a nylon chisel, I guess. And I use that to remove wheel weights, stick-on wheel weights. So anyway, let me get back to it. No such thing as a stupid idea if it works. To fish that wire up from the bottom, I basically took 2 sticks of aluminum TIG rod, connected them together with a solder connector, and it worked very well. Imagine that. Okay, I have a tissue there just to illustrate how it's blowing out. I did have to reverse the fans in the mounting bracket. So if you have one of these, the wires facing up should be blowing air out, which is what you want. I believe that the hot air is just getting up here and sitting in this cavity and not really blowing out like it should. So let me button this up and I'll come back. Okay, I apologize for the noise. I got rain hitting the roof. So these 2 fans are installed from Beech Lane. Very solid. The tie wrap there. That is a removable zip tie there, attaching the temperature probe. I used a removable one just in case I need to change it. This thing is moving a whole lot of air. Let me take you down and I will show you where I put the controller. So I decided, instead of trying to extend the wires and putting the controller inside, since it has an auto mode, right now I have it set to kick on 75 degrees. I turned it down to, turned it up to 90 and the fans did turn off. So pretty good to go. It would normally be in the mid 90s here, but we just had a downpour. So what's left is to install this, the vent, and then the vent cover. I'll use a die-core for that, and then this job is done. Hopefully the fridge cools in the 90-degree Florida heat. Okay, this job is done. Put the 4 screws back in that holds the vent cover on. Everything is die-cored with self-leveling lap sealant. I put it under the vent as well as around it. Covered all the screw holes. You can feel the air coming out of those vents now. Okay, You can see the green and the blue temperature light is set at 75 degrees. The light does not flicker in person. That is the phone that causes that. Had this thing running for a little while now. And the center of the fridge is 37 degrees. And you can see I have the sensor in the middle of the fridge. Hopefully this solves the problem of the fridge getting into the high 50s and even once reaching 60 on a 100-degree day here in North Florida. Had that light out just to troubleshoot the thermistor. It was fine. So that's the last thing I have to do. Hope this helps someone. Okay, I do have the Norcold 1200 on its highest setting of 9. But as you can see, it's 101 degrees on the side of my motorhome. The refrigerator, 28.6, and the freezer, negative 0.9. With that said, highly recommend the Beech Lane exhaust fan for your fridge.